Most people think that, oh, because you're coming to a developed country, you know, life is good, there's money there, I don't have to take any money from home, I'll get as much money as I need, I just need to work. It's not like that. It is not like that at all. Hi guys, how are you all doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you're watching one of my videos for the first time, my name is Atineke, and on this channel I share bits about lifestyle, adulthood, career, being a mom, you know, anything I think will be helpful to someone out there, I share on my channel. So welcome. And for my returning subscriber, the returning viewers, thank you, you know, for always watching my videos, for dropping your comments, for liking them, and all, for subscribing. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. Anyways, enough with the GB Jabba. Let's get on with today's video. Now, in today's video, I'll be talking about international students in the UK. Now, I'll be talking about navigating the water as an international student, you know, coming in for the first time, what to do, how to get around, how to settle in, you understand, all this and that. Because the truth is, so many people are now coming in as international, you know, coming in for their masters, coming in for their BSc, PhD into the UK from different countries. And especially for people that don't have, you know, friends or family in the UK, it can be a bit difficult, you know, getting your way around, knowing what to do or how to settle in and all that. So that's why I'm making this video. So if you're coming in as an international student, you don't know how to start, you don't know how to get your accommodation, how to sort your finances out, you know, what job to do, you know, extra hours, you know, making some money for yourself and for your family, getting in your dependents, this and that, then this video is for you. So stick with me. So let's start from the beginning. So you've got your admission sorted already, you've got your ticket sorted, you're coming in and you're at the airport. You do not know what to do with yourself. Because the truth is, if you have friends and family, it's always like easier. You can get someone to come to the airport and pick you. But what if you don't have friends and family to come pick you? What do you do? Anyways, I found that the easiest option is getting a taxi or getting an Uber. However, it's the most expensive option. So if you think you can afford it, definitely get an Uber or get a taxi. You can go online and check for taxis in that area, you know, what airport you'll be dropping at to wherever you're going to. It would always be more expensive than all the other options, but it's the easiest, especially if you have like loads of luggages and all that. You don't want to start cutting them around. Now, if you have a bit of a financial constraint or you don't want to spend so much, there are other options. So the second one is traveling by coach. We use the National Express here. So if you just go online and go nationalexpress.com, you'll be able to book from wherever you're traveling to wherever you're traveling to. So if you're going from, like, let's say you're traveling from Heathrow to Birmingham, so you just put in from Heathrow to Birmingham, it will show you like different. So you put your dates in, you show you different dates and different times and all. The thing is that it's always a bit cheaper than using the train, and it's always a bit straightforward because most times they always have coach around like most airports, so you don't have to like travel to the train station or something. You probably have to just do like a short distance walk or just get like a cab to do a short distance drive. So use the coach and pay ahead, and you just know that you've already booked it. You just get on there and it takes you to wherever you're going to. The journey might be a bit longer than train, but it's always a bit easier to navigate. And obviously the third choice is going through the train, you know, going through the train station and all that. Problem with that is most times the train station is always a bit far from the airport. So if you don't know your way around, you might struggle a bit, you know, especially when you have luggages and all, getting from the airport to the train station, and then when the train drops you at the train station, from train station to your accommodation. However, like, you know, OG, if you're a proper hustler, you might be able to figure out your way around. So far you have your map, just go on train line, book your train, you know, just like the coach one, put where you're going to and where you're coming from, and check the dates also. It would show you like available train and all that. So once you book your train, you can always like get Uber from the train station to your accommodation. Now Uber is literally the same app everywhere. Just download the Uber app and then put in your country where you'll be using it. So you're coming to the UK, just put in United Kingdom. That way, once you get in, you can start using it. And the thing is that because most people will be coming to the UK and have not sorted out, you know, their mobile network and you know, data and all that yet, once you get to whatever airport you're going to, put on your Wi-Fi, you'll be able to use the Wi-Fi of the, so just search through the Wi-Fi available. You see the Wi-Fi of the airport, you probably need to register, so just click on it, register, and that way you have free data to use, so at least you can book your Uber, you know, check what time your bus, your coach, your train will be coming, so that way you're not stranded. So that's the first part, getting from the airport to your accommodation. Now let's talk about transportation within the UK generally. So talking about transportation in the UK, you want to know how to figure your way out, you know, from like point A to point B. The map is your best friend. That's the first thing I'll tell you. The map is your, so if you don't know how to read your map, get on the map and start. And the truth is actually quite straightforward. Once you put your location, you know, where you are on the map, it will show you your location, put where you're going to. You'd see like the driving option, walking option, and taking public transportation option. And most, because you probably not have a car yet, you know, you're just coming in and all, you want to take the public transportation option. So if you don't really know, because I mean, I can't teach you, I don't think I can, but check YouTube. You should see some videos on how to use your Google Map. Just know that your Google Map is your best friend. When the bus says it would come at a particular time, it will show on your Google Map. So I don't know if there are other maps. I use Google Maps, so that's what I'm talking about Google. But make the map your best friend so that you can move from point A to point B. However, if you already plan to get a car, you know, immediately you get here, I think one of my videos I've talked about like driving in the UK and all that. I'll link it somewhere around the description box or tag it somewhere up there. You can just watch that video on how to, like, you know, get a car, sort out your driving license and all that. But the thing is, I think you have to wait about 6 months or so before you can actually get like your provisional driving license and all that. So within that first 6 months, you still have to figure your way around. So you definitely use the public transport system. So for the public transport system, we have trains, we have trams, we have buses. It depends on where you're traveling to and like what you prefer. Also, we have taxis. So if you want to be taxiing from one place to another, you can do that. Just know that you'll be spending a lot, but then, I mean, if you have the money, why not? You just travel in comfort and style. So who am I to say you should not? Yeah, so like I said, the Google Map is your friend. Just make sure that you're getting like the best bargain. Try and buy weekly cards or monthly cards and all to go from point A to point B. Now let's talk about another one, which is like a major one for most students coming. It is accommodation. I know this is, I think it's like the #1 headache of most international students coming into the UK, trying to sort out, especially if you don't have like family or friends that you can stay with. You want to think about like sorting your accommodation before coming to the UK, or like getting a temporary place you can stay in while you try to sort out your accommodation. Now, the good thing about the UK, I think most developed countries, is flexibility when it comes to things like this. I mean, because I remember back then when I was in Nigeria, if you want to like rent a house, you have to like pay yearly. So even if you don't like the house, once you've paid for like a full year, you have to like stay the whole year, you know, before you start moving on and searching for something else. But here in the UK, like you pay monthly, and most accommodation you can actually do like a 3 to 6 months period, you know. I don't know how to explain, like a 3 to 6 months period, and then after 3 to 6 months, if you don't like the place, you can move on. Some actually you just pay every month. If you don't like the place, the next month, you know, give them a notice and you move on. Now, how do you rent an accommodation in the UK? There are so many sites you can use. Well, I think the popular ones, if you're renting through agents, I use them Zoopla, Rightmove, on the market. So those are like the popular ones I know that you can use. I'll, you know, collect a couple of them and put the link in the description box so that you can just, you know, shuffle through that and just search for something. However, if you're coming in and you want like maybe like a spare, like you want like a room and you don't want to get like a whole apartment, you know, you want like a shared room, like maybe 4 students sharing like a 4-bedroom house and all that, or you want to rent through a private landlord, you can use sites like OpenRent, like Spare Room. You know, they have so many sites like that where you rent directly from the landlord. You get to pay less, and most times there are always like bills included, and that's another major thing. If you're getting an accommodation as a student, you want to make sure that you're getting like bills included, because at that point you're not trying to like hustle, you know, building your credit score or something. You're just trying to like survive on like very little. So try and get bills included, you know, rooms or houses. Also try and get like furnished ones. You don't want to start buying like chairs and buying beds and all that. So they have lots of furnished ones, lots of bills included one. Especially with the electricity and you know, utility prices these days. Trust me, you don't want to be paying no bills, so get a bills included accommodation. Like I said, I'll be leaving you a couple of links in the description box that you can use to get your accommodation sorted. So, but then this is what you do when you've actually like come in, you know, because it's always a bit difficult renting while you're out of the country. Most of the agents want to see you, they want to do like reference checks, they want to make sure that you have like your documents to actually live in the UK. So it might not be like easy to, you know, rent while you're out of the country. So most times when you're in the country. So what do you do within that short period? when you're like, you know, outside the country and you know you're in the UK, you have like 1 or 2 months to start searching for a house. There are so many options. You can use an Airbnb. Now the good thing about Airbnb is like you can literally book it from like anywhere, you know, wherever you are. So even if you're outside the UK, you want to come in, you don't have family or friends, you can do Airbnb booking and all that. They also have like hostels, you know, the way you have hotels, they have hostels like for people coming in and they want to like, you know, stay in like a space for like a budget. You can get hostels around and you can stay in for a couple of days, you know. You can also get like accommodation, you know, ready-made from private landlords. Now, you know, I told you that most of the agents would want to see like referencing, they want to do like referencing stuff, see your documents and all that. Some private landlords, if you get in touch with them and tell them that you're coming from like outside the country, you're a student and all that, you can always get like private, you know, spaces with them, private apartments, rooms, spare rooms and all that. Sites like Gumtree, spare room, OpenRent, you can always get something easily through this. Like I said, I'll put down all the links where you can do this. And another thing is you can always get like the student hostel. It's always like the easiest to do. It might be a bit pricey, but at least you know that okay, you have a place to stay for like a couple of months till you find your bearing and look for something cheaper. So just check, you know, student accommodation or like student hostels for like whatever school you'll be attending, and then look for hostels around that area, and they would allow you to like sort it out before you come, because they know you're coming as a student and you don't have anywhere to stay. So these are the like so many options that you can use. I know I've not exhausted them, and that's why, you know, I have the comment section. So if you think, oh yes, there's something specific I've not said about accommodation, just let me know in the comment section and I will talk about it. Yeah. Alright, so let's move on to something else that will be useful to you as a student. Now let's talk about what you can do, you know, for work. Should we call it career? Let's call it career, or like what you can do for work. Now generally, I don't know about like other countries, but I know mostly for UK as a student, I don't know if this applies to like BSc masters and all, you know, but you can work 20 hours. That's like the restriction they place on like work hours for students. Now with 20 hours, it means you can most likely work for like 2 days in a week or like 1.5 days. And the reason why they do this is because they feel you're coming in as a student, you're supposed to be concentrating on your studies, not like work and all that, you get. But then you get 20 hours to be able to like get like some money to, you know, accommodate yourself, or like for feeding, groceries and all that. So that's why they give you 20 hours. So what can you do like for 20 hours as a student? It really depends on you. Like there's so many opportunities. I know like the very popular one is care. So many people do like care and support work and all that, but the truth is that care is not for everybody. Some people don't like the care job, or they just really can't stand, you know, being a carer and all. It's like a passion thing. If you have a passion for care, you would enjoy it, but there's no sense doing care if you're miserable. So you have so many other options. One of the options I know is quite popular is being a temp, or like a teacher, a temp teacher, temp, yeah. Anyways, it's just being a teacher. So they have so many agencies that you can register with. Just Google like, you know, teacher, how do I say, temporary teacher, temporary teaching job around me, yeah, that kind of thing. Because it would be, the agency would be like specific to, you know, where you would be staying, because there are different parts of the UK, so it would be specific to where you will be staying. So there are so many. Most of them always have like instant, you know, response to you like instantly, and most of the forms you have to fill will not be like so much, and once you're done like a couple of days, you start working. What they do is when teachers call in sick, or when you don't have someone to fill it, like an invigilator or something, they get you as a temporary person to just fill in that spot. So you register with an agent, and the agent has like connections to like different schools. So if they need like someone in a particular school where they need like a position to be filled in, it will let you know, or you give them your availability, it will let you know, and they'll fill you in to that you know, post. The good thing about the UK is that there's like a minimum wage, which is I think it's about £7.70 or £7.50. I can't quite remember. Let's say £7.70. So you can't get paid any less than this as an adult, because I know there's a different minimum wage for people that are younger, I think below 18 or below 20, but like as an adult above 21, you can't get paid less than that, £7.70 per hour. So because you have 20 hours, you know that okay, you're working like a particular number of hours in a day, multiplied by £7.70. So on an average, if you work all 20 hours, then you know you're making about £150 per week. I think that's like the rough estimate. So at least you know you're making that. So if you're doing care, if you're doing teaching, they'll most likely pay you a bit above that. Yeah, because most times they'll pay you above that. But then it's really subjective. I can't really tell you for certain that this is what they'll pay you as a carer, or this is what they'll pay you as a teacher. I know it's always ranges from like around £10 to £14. It really depends on the agency, it depends on your experience, it depends on how well you negotiate with your agents. It depends on even like the school you're working with at that time, because sometimes they would send you to like a particular place that'll pay less, and then sometimes they send you to a particular place that'll pay more. Just make sure that you have a flexible job, because as a student you don't want to like stay in one spot and you don't have that flexibility to go for your classes and all that. So that's that about teaching and care job. Another job you can do is they have like these customer service agents, data entry officers, recruitment agents and all that. All these jobs you can apply to as a student. So it means you really do not have to just stick with care if you do not like care. Care is good, but it's a person thing. If you don't like it, you don't have to stick with that. So you can work as a customer service advisor, you can work in shops, like Tesco and Asda and all that. You can work in shops, you can work in warehouses, those people that help them like pack stuff and all that. If you think if you think you have the power to do that, because I remember I referred a friend to that. I did not turn out well, so because that kind of work takes muscle and serious grit. So if you cannot do it, please don't try it. So, but all I'm trying to say is that there are like so many jobs that you can do as a student, for that 20 hours and all that. And you know what, the good thing is, because when you go on like your holidays, like summer holidays and that, they let you like just work as many hours as you want. So that period you can just go in and do so as much work as you want to, and like save up if you need like the money and all. Just do as many hours as you can and save up through that way. And those period you can actually get like a more, I won't say permanent job, but like a fixed contract. So if you have like 3 months summer holiday, like get a proper full-time job that you let them know that okay, you're a student, you have a holiday between so months and so months, and they'll give you like a fixed, okay, you're working for 3 months with us, and they'll pay like the full pay as like just a general worker every month. So that's good. I mean, you can earn like 1,000 to 1,500 every month on your holidays. So it's just about like planning things. Because it makes me so, I won't say upset, but I just feel a bit sad when I see like some students don't know what to do with their time, and like they're just doing like work that only takes like so much physical power and all that, when you can actually do work that requires you to use your brain. Sorry if that sounds it, but yeah, you can do like office work and all. It doesn't have to, like, if you're not like the kind of person that has like the grit to do something difficult, then you can do office-based work, stay at home and do remote jobs, be a customer service officer, or work as a data entry officer. They give you like loads of stuff to type into the computer. If you have like computer skills, you help them do that. Those are the many things that you can do as a student. Now this would lead me to the next part, which is finances. Now for your finances, I think this is like like another major problem for international students coming to the UK. Most people think that because you're coming to a developed country, life is good, there's money there, I don't have to take any money from home, I'll get as much money as I need, I just need to work. It's not like that. It is not like that at all. It will shock most people. and I know like quite a couple of people like this whole thing has become like quite shocking. So like, I thought there's money in this UK, or I'm supposed to be making so much money. I know it can be crazy, right? Because the truth is, as much as you're making sometimes, if you're actually making so much, you'll be paying bills. Like bills will lie on your phone. You'll be paying a lot of bills, especially if you're just by yourself, trying to keep up with like school work and just doing just 20 hours and all. It might be a bit difficult, negotiating, finances, bills, paying your school fees and all that. So yeah, you have to actually have a solid plan. Do not come to the UK if you don't have a solid plan on how to like sort out, because I know most people don't pay all their school fees up front. You pay like some parts, and then you have to like pay the others in installments. Have a solid plan, please. You can't come and be stranded. Most times they'll just have to like rescind your admission or something and send you home if you can't afford to pay the fees, which would just be so distressing if you've done all that, you've gone through all that trouble to get into the UK as a student, and then you have to like be sent home because you can't pay. So have a solid plan. And another thing I want to talk about is people that are coming, you're coming in straight up, you're coming in with your partner, you're coming with like 3 or 4 children as a student. What are you thinking? Like, except you're actually have enough money to take care of yourself, at least for the first 3 months before you settle in, don't do it. Like, it is not advisable at all. If you're coming in, let's say, okay, you're coming in as a student, the best idea is either you come in by yourself or come in with your partner and leave your kids at home for a while. I mean, I know it's hard. Most people want to just be, you want to be with your family, which is understandable, but then you don't want to be with your family and then you guys are really struggling. If you have family and friends that you can keep your children with at home, but then it's my personal advice. Please don't quote me. I'm just giving you like my own advice from what I have seen, what I've experienced. I would advise you keep your children home at least till you and your partner come in, and then you sort out, accommodation, paying bills, have a solid plan on how to pay your school fees and everything like that. Once you've sorted that out, then you can bring the kids. And the reason why I say this is because it's not like I don't want you to come with your family or come with your kids and all that. Having a kid in the UK or having children in the UK is quite expensive, especially if they are quite young. If they're like below 3, it is quite expensive. You have to pay through your nose. So imagine if you're already trying to sort out, paying your bills, accommodation, groceries, feeding, and then you now have to think of like childcare, paying for nursery and everything. It's going to be so overwhelming, and it will just stress you out at the end of the day. So have a solid plan when it comes to your finances. How do we cut costs? How do we sort out, childcare? Is this something that would be, reasonable? Do we have people here that we can that can help us with like childcare while we work and all that? Just make sure you have a solid plan. Don't come in expecting miracles. It is hard to make money everywhere, even in the UK. Money don't drop from you have to work, you have to work a lot in like unfavorable weather. So yeah, just make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure that you have a solid plan. If you know that you can't afford to take care of yourself and your family for at least 2 to 3 months before things settle down, then just make sure you're coming alone or just with your partner. Sort out things first, and then you can send for your family. It's just the honest truth. I mean, I can sugarcoat it and say, oh yeah, it's fine, come in, you'll be fine, you make money and all, but I will just be telling you a lie. So make sure that you have a good plan on deck. I mean, the truth is, I would say like a rough budget for like a family of, okay, like you, your wife, and like 2 children, like a rough budget. Make sure you guys have like, okay, you can spend like 1,000 to 1,500 a month if you can afford that. 1,000 to 1,500 a month for at least 2 to 3 months. So you want to come in with like 4,000 to 5,000 pounds to settle in as a family of 4. If you don't have that, then I don't know. I think it's just better to come in first, maybe come in alone or come in with your partner, try and hustle and sort out accommodation and all those things before bringing your kids. It's just the truth. And about childcare, I think one of my videos, I would check that video and I would tag it somewhere around there. And one of my videos, I already talked about like the different childcare options and all that. So if you're coming with your kids and you don't know like how to sort that out, I've got you guys. I've talked about in one of my videos, like having childminders or nursery and all. I'll just give like a recap. You either go for a nanny or childminders, or take your child to a nursery, or if you have family members that can help, then all well and good for you. But then those are the options that you have. If you have any questions, any particular questions about like childcare or anything like that, just let me know in the comment section, because I can't really give you like a particular amount, okay, this is how much you pay and all that, because it varies depending on where you're staying. It will be more expensive in London. It depends on what options you're going for. It depends on how much the childminder is charging in your area, that kind of thing. So just have all those details. But if you have any question, let me know. Now let's talk about like the last part, which I think is about like an option for those people that want to actually settle in the UK after their program. So I know some people just want to come for their masters or BSc or PhD and go back to their country, but some people actually want to come for their masters and all, and eventually settle in the UK as a resident. You want to actually like stay and not go back home, that kind of thing. So you're looking for like jobs to retain you. Now, a couple of people have asked me this, and the truth is, at the moment there are so many jobs that you can actually do that would sponsor you. However, the most popular and the easiest to get is care. That's just the truth. And I think it's because the UK has like a high demand for carers. So if you have like, if you think, okay, you are likely to want to go through that care route, then I think it's better you start working as a carer once you get in the UK, as a job, because you don't want to wait till after the end of your program and then you want to like a care job to sponsor you or not, and you don't have any experience. But once you've done like through your program, you've done like care jobs and everything, and you have like 1 year experience, diverse experience as a carer, it's easy to apply to like care agencies or care jobs companies and apply for sponsorship, and they can sponsor you. is like the easiest and fastest way to get sponsorship. There are so many other jobs that you can also do that can, you know, they can sponsor you in tier 2 sponsorship, but most times you have to actually be your best at that job, and that is where the place of internship comes in. So I know most people would always want to do like care or you know any fast job that gets them fast money. But then at the end of the day, if you want to look, you don't want to be a carer long term and you want to look through a different route, then start doing exams, start going for like internship for goodness sake, internship positions, because those are the things that will give you an edge when you start applying for jobs. Once they see that you have exams, because of course you have like maybe like a BSc degree from your country and you're just doing your master's there, but then they want to see like you have some other courses that makes you stand out as a person. There are many courses you can do, there are many, you know, internship positions that you can get, and all this you would work towards, so that by the time you are actually ready to apply for jobs and all, you have so much under your belt, and that way you're able to get like jobs that would offer you sponsorship. So many times when you even like, you know, go for all this internship, you might be lucky enough that you're so good they decide to retain you and sponsor you, you know, with the whole work visa thing. So it really, the whole thing is up to you. Whatever you want to do, just make sure that you're not just going into, okay, just care because, you know, care is there, care is easy and all. You don't want to end up being miserable at your job. So, you know, explore so many options and all. And like I said earlier, if you have any questions about that, just drop in the comment. Now, guys, I don't have any jobs. I don't have anybody to sponsor you or anything. So please don't ask me, you know, what job can, you know, do I have any job or do I know anybody? I don't have anybody sponsoring anybody at the moment, but I'm just saying, like, there are so many jobs out there that sponsor people. You know, it's about you knowing, okay, I want to be a project manager or I want to be a recruitment consultant and all that, and you know, doing courses towards that, getting experience in that field. So at the end of the day, when you're searching for a job and you actually ask them that you need a sponsorship, you have something to show that, okay, this is why I think you'd want me in your company, because, you know, I have this and I have this experience and that experience. Because the truth is, they have so many people already in the UK that doesn't need sponsorship, that are looking for the same job. So you have to actually show that you have something extra that they don't have. You understand? Yeah. So yeah, I think that's everything for now. I know this video was just like a bit like quite general, nothing like specific as such, but then it's just because I know like a couple of people have asked me like, you know, questions in this line, so I just thought to do like a short video. I hope this is short because I know I tend to talk a bit, so I just thought to do this short video, you know, to tell you guys, you know, this and that, you know, that I think can help somebody out there. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. And I'll just let me know. Yeah, that I thought I was going to ask you guys this. Let me know if there are any other topics you want me to talk about in that line. I'm not like a visa expert or anything, but you know, in the line of like settling down as an immigrant in the UK, I know if you guys have like any other topics or anything you think you want me to talk about, let me know in the comment section. Okay, all right, so I'll see you guys in another video. Do not forget to subscribe and turn on your notification bell so that when I post new videos you get an update and then you get to watch the video pronto. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, drop your comments, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye.